Now, and we are in the living room with Ron from Petland and a little miniature schnauzer who is trying to chew the bejesus out of my hands, but you're too little to do anything.
Just warming up.
Well, yeah, he's got to get warmed up because we got to learn about the do's and don'ts of training our dogs.
Yes.
And we talked a little bit during the break of just the importance of, during the potty training aspect of training, just some big do's and don'ts that maybe people have been having the wrong idea about.
Yeah, we always talk about, what should you do? We were talking about party and everybody was like, and the puppy got a little wild and a little wild with its actions. I like to talk also, though, about what should you not do, because we don't talk about that enough.
Sure.
And some of this stuff is the white elephant in the room, and something happens and all that. The first thing, what do you think about yelling, raising your voice, a little more than normal kind of a thing? What do you think about that? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
You always think, oh, they'll respond to the harsher tone, or just they'll notice some sort of the sonic quality of it. Is that true?
I think raising it a little bit is okay. Like what I'm doing right now, hey,
Sure.
But when you go over the top, you're actually causing problems at that point.
Yeah.
You could actually develop behaviors in that dog that are bad, like the whole submissive peeing kind of a thing, where now every time you raise your voice, honey, I'm home, your dog
hear
goes
the
potty
tone,
kind
they
of
don't hear
thing.
the words.
So okay, so yelling is not a good thing. We want to keep our voices normal, maybe a little rise, but don't try to overstep anything. And also, if they're barking and you're yelling, they think it's a party. It's just like, let's keep on going. What do you think the next one is on hitting?
Never.
What about a little swat every now and then?
Oh, I just don't know about that.
Same kind of thing happens. They don't understand what's going on here. And so when you swat them, you can actually promote a bad behavior again, like submissive wetting and some other things. And so that tends to not work. And so you go, okay, next time we're going to talk about what can you do? Because everybody's like, wait. We always do that. What can we do?
Yeah.
So the next one, this is my favorite one, doing nothing. If you do nothing on training, that's the wrong thing.
Yeah.
If you're letting the dog bark, guess what? It's thinking it's okay, so let's keep on going. If it's wetting in the house, guess what? It doesn't know that that's a wrong thing or anything, so it's going to keep on doing it. So doing nothing is not a good thing. The next one would be promoting poor behaviors, and so many people do this unknowingly. All right, the doorbell rings. What does the dog do? Barks. Oh, when they're younger, though, they're so cute. It sounds so, and what do? You pick them up. You just gave them attention for a bad behavior. And so you don't want to promote bad behavior in that way. All right, this one's a little gross. You might want to steer away. The whole putting their nose in it kind of a thing.
We know what it is. Yeah.
Everybody thinks, because that deters them. Well, they actually can smell. They have better smell than we do. They can smell the good qualities in there. I know that's gross, but then they're going to start eating it. So, we're putting their nose into something that they're going to end up wanting to eat. Not a good thing for sure. You got to stop that one. How much time we got?
I think we got 1 minute.
All right. So, changing the food for a finicky eater. Now, sometimes we got to do that, if we have a sick little one or an elderly one and we're just trying to get it to gain weight and all that. Okay, this is not those. You got to go that way. But for this little one, it likes the food for a few weeks and all that, and then it just says, no, I'm not into this anymore.
Yeah.
Don't change the food just because the nice, healthy dog stops eating. They're just being like a child. I don't want to eat my broccoli. And what does a good parent do? You're going to sit there until you eat. You're going to go to bed hungry, all those kind of things. The go to bed hungry is a really good one in this case. What we do in our own house is, if they're nice and healthy, bowl goes up, goes into the cupboard. They've just lost their meal. Now, next time they come around, they're going to be really hungry and they're going to want to do it. The worst time we've ever had on that, where it got really, really finicky, it was a couple of days. And that's an extreme. You got to watch out for that. You might want to talk to your veterinarian if it's going that long. But usually within 1 or 2 meals, they're coming right back at it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for all the tips and everything. I think this guy's actually getting hungry.
Yeah,
so
there we go.
Whatever you
or
feed,
teething,
either or. He's starting to bite harder, so I don't know what's going on. 7:19 right now on Fox 28 Morning Live. After the break, we're going to keep talking about